world is divided into two major groups. One that thinks that speed dating is a big and crazy hogwash, and the second one that believes that speed dating is some serious business. And if you belong to the second group, this video is definitely for you. Now that you're here, let's talk a little more about this. Here's what a local speed dating event looks like. Tables are usually set up for women to sit at. Once the bell rings, each individual sits opposite a woman, and then they get 4 to 6 minutes to talk to their date. Once the time is up, they leave that table and move on to the next speed date. When they named it speed dating, they really meant it. Each participant is also given a scorecard. So as you move to the next table, you give a score to the one you just met. So by the end of the session, almost all the participants would have talked to everyone there. Sounds pretty fun, doesn't it? Now let's talk about some do's and don'ts for a successful speed dating event. First things first, choosing the event. Choose the event wisely. A lot of events are about a particular group or activity or requirement. Many speed dating occasions are tailored very specifically. So be sure that the event you are signing up for is what you are looking for and not something outlandish or surprising. Second, leave your biases at home. In fact, if possible, bury them entirely. Biases are the biggest walls between you and the world around. You are going to meet a lot of people with a lot of very different personalities. The entire point of speed dating is that you are not stuck with one boring person on your first date. So don't miss out on the opportunity to know different kinds of people. Also, some people are not even good with first meetings, so don't be too quick to judge them. Let that inner voice tell you a few things too. If it feels right, maybe it is right. And if something feels off, well, there is always the next table. Now, it's a local speed dating, not a fairy tale. We all have read about how you can meet that special someone and something magical happens. I'm really sorry to remind you here that this happening bit doesn't happen by chance. The chances of you meeting the special one is directly proportional to the number of people you meet. Simply put, the more dates you have, the more chances you have to find that person. And that's why speed dating works. Now make that effort look extremely effortless. Now I personally feel that casual is probably the most difficult dress code. You have to put in all your effort and thought process such that it looks like you didn't really work too hard. So dress wisely, even if it is a virtual speed dating event. You don't want to look too dressed up for the occasion, but it should be your casual best. Look like you value the importance of the event and you mean business. Now, ask questions, and lots of them. Start by maybe asking about something you like personally, maybe reading, watching movies, traveling. If they like it too, maybe you could take the conversation from there. Once you have developed the connection, maybe you could ask something more personal about their expectations from partners, something they would want you to know. Instead of asking the monotonous, where are you from, what do you do kind of questions, it is always better to play around with your questions. Now, think of each table and dating night as a new opportunity. Every time you switch table, shrug off all the thoughts about the previous ones, or else you would be too worn down too soon. Also, if you carry the baggage from one table to the next, you wouldn't be able to give each person a fair chance. So keep a fresh mind and keep at it. And wait, while we have covered most of what we should do, let us also talk about some don'ts here. Now don't drink too much during the local speed dating event. You might be nervous and you might to gulp down a few drinks. Please don't. Have a drink maybe, keep one in hand maybe, but not more than that. You don't want meeting them drunk or not completely alert. Now don't shut yourself off, but please keep your mobiles off on your dates. Treat your speed dates with the same dating etiquette that you would want them to treat you with. It isn't that difficult. Don't ignore that bell. When the bell rings, it is time to move. So smile, shake their hand and move on to the next one. Don't discuss your previous dates with your present one. On a dating night, try not to stir any drama. Just because you want to tell them that you like them, you don't need to compare them with the ones you just met, Please remember to not dominate the conversation. Talk about yourself for sure, but it is more about the other person and how compatible you could be with them. That you can know only when you hear them too. So, with all these tips in mind, go ahead and speed up your love life. Sign up for a local speed dating event near you and you will have the time of your life. We really hope you liked our video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment.